All right, this is Pop Culture Unplugged with Elias. Mary and Rob, thank you for joining me today on Press Day.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you.
us.
What an exciting movie this senior. It's an inspiring true story, but your characters, I feel like they help bring this story more to life.
Well, thank
Oh,
you.
good.
That's why we're here.
That's right
I'm
here,
glad
right?
they didn't work against it, like
All
trying to
right.
kill it or something.
Uh, this question is for both of you, whoever wants to jump in it first. When you heard Mike Flynt's real life story, what was your initial reaction and what grabbed you the most about this project?
Boy, it's initially pretty
Just
unbelievable,
like, nah.
but then you meet Mike Flint and it just kind of makes sense. He's in such good shape. And yeah, I forget the question.
What grabbed you most about this project?
Oh, I love sports movies, and this movie I felt like had a dimension that you don't really see often in a sports movie, and so it's really refreshing in that way, and yet it still hits the tropes you're counting on
Mm.
seeing in a sports movie that you're sort of looking forward to. The inspirational speech in the locker room, the final play. They're all there, along with this story about very real people dealing with this very uncommon situation.
Mary?
Yeah, I mean, my first thought was, no way this happened, because I didn't know about it. But then what I loved was this is like a human scale story.
Mm.
It's any like, okay, I have a kid who plays basketball, CYO. Like every game is like all of these games is like every game is for all the marbles.
Yeah.
And so D3 football all these years later it works because the stakes are involved are so high on a personal level. But what I loved about it was it also is dealing with like cycles of sort of violence or the man box. I think Tony Porter calls it like the toxic masculinity thing is unseated, right? That whole thing is taken on in a way that you would never see that wrapped in a satisfying football movie. That would be
Mm.
served to you in a
Hmm.
unsat like and make you
A
feel
long
bad about
read in a
yourself.
magazine. Yeah.
Yeah, and instead it's like no, this is all part of it.
Yeah.
Like everybody also needs a dream. Even 59-year-olds need to have
Right.
dreams and need to have things that they're goals that they're reaching for. And in terms of Eileen, having a partner and a marriage that is unconditional love, but also reality. Like I'm holding up a
Mm.
mirror. I want you to see yourself, honey, and then understand that we're your team, and you're you're
Yeah.
you're bringing us with you. It's not just you. So
Mm.
that's sort of my perspective from my character's point of view on what makes it kind of cool and different. What I first thought reading it was, okay, she has to be strong and push back, or there's no reason for the part really in the movie sense.
Mm.
In the true story sense, he has a wife, but
Mm.
in the movie sense, like she had to give him a little something. It the
It's
coach
like the
has to
voice
push
of
back.
reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to push back, and I've got to push back to kind of help amplify those themes.
Definitely. Rob, Sam brings both friendship and comic relief with this role also, but he's also a force for Mike, a ground force for Mike. Like, how did you balance between humor, but also at the same time, you had to be a little strict with him.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I wasn't really playing the humor. This movie took 18 years to make.
Mm.
So a lot of the heavy lifting was already done. But I did appreciate that there is an element of levity that the coach brings to it because he is just faced with that situation where you're looking around for the camera, that it's just it's uncommon, it's unbelievable, and it takes him a long time to believe it and become
Mm.
invested.
Definitely. Mary, what do you want the audience to feel about Eileen's role, like helping Mike face his unfinished business? I want to call it unfinished business.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I think you know what I don't want is for people to think, oh, she's just gonna stand by her man and do
Mm.
whatever, be the good, long-suffering wife. Instead, to say, no, I'm behind you, but this is your choice, and it's possible to support somebody you love and also be real with them. And so that's what I hope they get from that. But what's different about putting it all on the line for a team at 59 is that you got kids, grandkids, your body is more vulnerable. And so it's harder. There's more stacked against you. There's more to lose. And
Mm,
there's more people relying on you than just your other team. So now he's got two teams. And I think that is interesting. But I also think what's really cool is he he could be seen as somebody who's taking a spot from a teenager,
yeah.
Hmm.
for his own purposes. But what's cool is he's such an inspirational person in reality, and Chickless played it beautifully, that it made sense, especially on a D3 team,
Yeah.
to be like, I'm gonna share space. These two men actually shared space in that sense, which is also a beautiful thing. Like they're like, no, dude, help me inspire these people, these kids.
Mm,
They look up to you. And so everybody needs a role model, and everybody needs someone to inspire them. And I think the real Mike Flynt and the real Mike Chiklis do that really well.
mm. Playing Sam and Eileen, did it make you guys reflect on second chances in your own life? Does it make you think when you're in doing these
Well, I
roles?
think Sam and Eileen should have, no,
Yeah.
have their own movie. No.
Eh,
The Sam and Eileen story.
Chances.
I mean, I've tried to live my life avoiding regret.
mhm.
And that might mean thinking too much about a lot of things, before I jump in. But um, if ever I am in a position where I feel like a second chance is within my grasp, I will definitely think of this movie and Mike's story.
What about
Me
you,
too. Me too.
Mary?
I think that's a great way of putting it. I try not to look you know, re at things regretfully, because if I
Mhm.
had the capacity to make a different choice then I would have. Um,
Yeah.
um, but this is just an inspiring movie, and I
Mhm.
think people will all feel inspired by it in that sense.
Yeah.
But there's a
Definitely.
lot of unfinished business in life, and so this does definitely get my stick-to-itiveness
Mhm.
energy flowing.
Yeah.
That's
Get
amazing.
back to the,
Yeah.
push-ups and
Yeah.
There you go. Mary,
from
Rob,
that marathon.
I want to thank
Thank
you
you.
for giving me a few minutes today. This was great, and I can't wait for everybody to watch this movie. I loved it.
All
Thank you.
right,
Oh,
great.
thank
Thank
you for
you.
Okay.
your time.
Have a great day.
You
Thanks.
too.